I'm gonna give you guys some objects and what they're used for and what they represent. So this is my first object. What is this and what does this represent?
That's the American flag.
Your American flag.
Good job, guys.
It's
Right.
like a symbol of our country of like freedom.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
it can be used like to show representation for like different stuff like the Olympics or something.
Perfect.
Mm.
What are these used for and what is their purpose exactly? Got you.
Stamps.
Perfect.
They're used for
And
mailing
mm,
stuff.
yep. And what exactly is this used for and what does it represent?
Declaration of Independence. And it
Good job.
represents you know, a time when we broke free from Britain, getting our own independence from them. So what are some challenges faced by implementing the activities?
So honestly, I picked the activity because I knew it would be pretty easy to adapt into social studies. You just get random artifacts, or I mean, I had these lying around in my room, so I knew it would be simple and easy, and just it's a great way to get English language learners to like visualize um like these important documents and important things that they're going to be using or seeing in everyday life.
Think of is that like most ELL students are immigrants, like they're
Of
coming
course.
from different cultures, different countries, and they might not be familiar with those subjects. Like mailing is not usually like in our countries they use stamps for mailing, for example, or the American flag doesn't mean the same for them, and they're not familiar with how it looks like the Declaration of Independence.
Mhm.
And I mean there might they might need more prompting about like what it is and some
For
of
sure.
it because they don't have the same like background as American students. You're good. I was gonna say the same thing about at least the Declaration of Independence because I never knew that when I came here. I was like, what is that? What is that even about? And stuff. So that would probably be one of the, I guess, the main challenges that they would have to like kind of combat.
So my activity is pro-con. So we'll say a topic and then we'll discuss the pros and cons of that topic, specifically in a school setting. So the topic I decided on was should the students be allowed to have their phones in school? So what would be a pro of students having their phones in schools?
Can contact their parents in case anything goes wrong. We live in America and like unfortunately there like school shootings
The
happen.
pro would be being able to like to get a ride to go home. Something happens and they're unable to like have their parents pick them up and stuff. So it would be good to have their phone so they can be like, oh, hey mom, or auntie, can you come pick me up? Stuff like that.
Hmm.
Mm. I think phones can also be used as a resource. Like maybe they're doing a lecture and they have some doubts about something they're like in the lecture and they want to look it up.
So what would some cons be?
It can be
Distraction.
just, yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
big one.
When I was observing when I was at the school, I saw some kids on their phones and stuff, so definitely it can be a distraction. Sorry.
You're good, it's okay. Another one could be cheating, just like
Hmm.
having it's good to like it's the whole thing out of sight, out of mind, so you don't really think if you have your phone with you, then you're gonna be like, oh, this is hard, let me use my phone. But if you don't have it, then you're more likely to struggle and actually get it instead of cheating. So maybe privacy as well. Like I don't know how much, but there's some videos online of like people saying things in class and everything. And I don't know how many of those videos they actually approve to have like to be on the internet. I could think of
I
one.
think
One
oh,
challenge for this activity is that it's very like you really need to form like arguments. And
Hmm.
maybe for people who are just starting in the ELL journey track, it like it's very complicated to fully form an idea and communicate like completely in English. So that definitely will be challenging for them to like do a pro or a con in one single theme. Another challenge would probably be the type of prompts that you give. They probably have no idea what you mean when you talk about like having phones in schools, example, because probably where they're from, they're not allowed to have like it's not even a thought to bring your phone to school.
Hmm.
So that's probably one.
Definitely.
The two we have to, so how it can be
Right.
related to civics in a topic related to
Exactly.
that, like to history or something like that, you know?
For
Yeah.
sure. And like make
Yes.
sure that it's ge like general knowledge that like everyone would
Yeah,
get because like there are some things that are very like niche to America and like a lot of obviously our ELLs aren't like born here or they aren't from
they're
here.
not gonna, yeah, know
So
it as
like
well.
yeah.
Some global history that you've seen in seventh grade or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like World War II, things that are very, very, very known.
Very, yeah.
It's a part of learning and imagining. I'm gonna read you a story, and as I'm reading, you're gonna close your eyes and you're gonna picture this whole scene. And then after, I'm gonna ask you guys a few questions, and it can be anything. It doesn't have to be like there's no specific answer. You're just gonna whatever you think. So it's a sunny day, and I'm walking my dog. There are birds and other animals around. When I look to my left, I see a cabin with two cars in the yard. And when I look to my right, I see a lake and some chairs. I can hear music from afar. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time, and then we're gonna answer some questions. Okay, so it's a sunny day, and I'm walking my dog. There are birds and other animals around. When I look to my left, I see a cabin with two cars in the yard. When I look to my right, I see a lake and some chairs. I hear music from afar. Okay, we can open our eyes. What day of the week is it? What day of the week do you guys think it is?
Of Monday. I don't know why.
Okay.
Um, I'd say maybe Sunday.
I thought of Sunday too.
Right.
What color is the cabin?
The wood kind
Yeah,
of look.
right, like brown.
Like
Yeah. I
brown.
don't
Okay. And what kind of cars are in the yard?
know why I pictured like old-timey cars.
Me too,
Cool.
though. I thought of two of them, like one is like red and one's blue.
It's nice. I'm thinking of a family car, like a SUV type stuff. Thought of the pickup, like yeah, the pickup one. Okay, what season is it? What season do you guys think it is?
I think summer or maybe
Yeah, I thought summer.
Okay. And Sophia, what do you think it is? What
Yeah, I
season
was
do you think it is?
thinking like fall too, like fall early
Fall,
fall.
yeah. Okay, I'm with you guys on that one. And what music is playing? Like, you hear the music from afar. What kind of music are you hearing?
like soft rock maybe.
I don't know why, but the whole situation screamed Twilight for me, so I was just thinking of the soundtrack. I don't know why I'm serious.
Mm, I guess how I would adapt social studies to this or civics is to use a prompt that talks about like American history or something of that sort, and then ask questions that would lead them to think about like how time was back in the day. And a challenge would probably be the ELO student not really understanding like different words that probably pop up. For example, a perfect one would be, let's say we talk about the Declaration of Independence or something, or we mention a name like Thomas Jefferson, they have no idea who that is.
I did this activity with my ELL. I did a story on the Great Depression to try to like adapt it. And I definitely had to like go in and like repeat myself multiple times and like explain like
Hmm.
I had to make the story a little shorter.
Also did this activity with my student and well, I used exactly the one example that we find there. And I think having like I don't know, like a problem that we have in our society is easier than a historic thing because they can relate a little bit more. And that way we make like the story a little bit more personal and they get a little bit like they get a little bit more interested when it's like a problem than when it is like history. Is that I checked like sentence for sentence, and I did follow-up checks on understanding and everything, and doing that made it a little bit easier for like level 1 or level 2 ELO students.
For sure.